So does everybody remember what their first word was? I want everybody to think back to when you were a child and you asked your mother or father, what was my first word? Mama, dad, no, yes. So as children grow up, they experience development in listening and speaking skills. This development is crucial for communication. It's how people engage in their own environment. It's also how they can express themselves and learn how to adapt. It's our way of surrounding ourselves with this ability to hear and acknowledge spoken language. It's how we produce and use language in certain situations. There are a lot of typical development when it comes to learning and speaking skills from birth to preschool. Now, around birth, you would notice that a baby's listening development is when they're reacting to noises and reacting to voices that they recognize, like their parents or their siblings. You might notice a baby's speaking skills when they develop when they are cooing or making sounds like they're laughing or when they're crying. Now, as they get older, they become aware of their surroundings based on sound. So when you're at a grocery store and you see a kid running around with a toy that lights up with bright colors and all that, they would start speaking around like one or two words and even start learning new words as they get older. It's all a process the child sustains to maintain and improve their development. There are a lot of positive effects of listening and speaking skills. It's how we build relationships, grow trust with others by listening to them, making them feel heard. It's also builds a cultural understanding to others. It's also builds a vocabulary, understanding what's new and what's old. Like I would constantly ask my students, hey, what's in these days? What's out these days? I had this one student look at me and said, oh yeah, that's wax sauce. And I'm like, I'm still trying to figure that out. So it's a new thing that they're doing which can help them grow the relationship with children and not judge. It's how I do it in my class. Now there's also those who were born with language delays, which is completely normal. And while one student is able to speak with 2 or 3 word sentences or a full sentence, you still have a student who's only doing 1 word demands at the age of 2. Which is normal. For example, I grew up with a speech delay. I did not say a single word until I was the age of 2. I had a speech therapist. I had to do all these exercises and all these strategies and see all these different programs to help me improve my language and speaking skills. I had to take pre-K twice just to catch up with my class. So yeah, there are plenty of different ways to help when it comes to delays. We can always do different strategies, give out frequent breaks to make sure that they are caught up with the other classes who don't have those. And of course, there are some negative effects to when students do have it. They tend to close off from other students because they feel left behind or they feel behind and they don't want to talk to nobody because they feel like they'll be a burden, which tends to happen. But they also need to understand that it is completely normal what they're experiencing and there are ways that we can work together and make it work. So it shouldn't degrade you or make you feel anything less. It's a process for everyone. With time and guidance, every student will benefit from their learning and listening and speaking skills.